Steady, rocking to the break of dawn.
Yeah.
Hello, family.
What's up, family?
Oh, crunching ass.
I'm your boy hungry.
As you see, we have a different setup today, playing with some new, old equipment, new setup. We'll see. Okay, equipment.
All I know, these nachos are smacking.
I would tell you to show them what I did, but
These nachos.
no,
Nachos.
that was looking right. I put pineapple salsa on it.
Look, man, I'm on camera with this high school prom pimple. Look at that.
I told you it's because you've been juicing heavy.
Yeah.
That shit cleanses you out.
Big facts.
It's gonna come up out of you anyway.
What's up, family?
Hey.
Back with the Candle Couple Convo.
Yes, episode 4.
Oh,
I like it. I love it here. How you feeling, Daddy?
I feel good. I feel better once I gobble these nachos down.
How y'all living today? Y'all meaning Sam. Hey. Right? Yeah. Okay, I'm not gonna focus on that.
Okay, don't go through the second stuff.
Hey, Keisha girl. Anyway.
So, like we said, as you can see, we playing with a new setup. Oh Lord, let me shut our door.
What door?
Our bedroom door.
Oh yeah.
Showing all our mess.
That's the one room that
Stays messy.
yeah, kind of put on the back burner.
So we trying something new. We are going to start audio recording these. Will be released soon. Somewhere. We gonna make it work.
Yeah.
But as the world of course shifts to audio, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't really want to say podcast.
I don't know how I feel about it yet. Sorry, go ahead.
I don't want to say podcast, but as the world shifts to a podcast-driven world,
Right.
More and more people are, listening and taking that in. So we decided, hey, we got the equipment, you know what I mean? So why not just record it, put it out, because a lot of people don't want to go to YouTube.
Yeah.
Some people don't really be on YouTube like that. I mean, YouTube is my TV.
Facts, me too. I love YouTube, but still, I don't sit and really fully watch or engage certain lanes.
Like I used to, but now, with time and how shit is ran now, I don't have time to sit.
Right.
So
yeah, we just want to make sure there's no audience out there untouched. If we can reach them, we gonna give it a try.
Hey,
shout out.
We gonna give them a try.
Hey.
Whoa, let me get a Big Mac with a large fry. Hold up. You know me, I'm big. What you want to drink, nigga? Give me a sweet tea.
He does. I wish y'all don't even understand how many times a day he does that, and not just be right along keying.
I'll randomly be on the toilet taking a shit. I'm busting out into a freestyle.
He's pretty nice though. I ain't even gonna hold
Believe
you.
that.
But do y'all see the gold do-rag matching the gold mic though?
Come on, man. I'll go with everything.
With the gold.
Come on. Come on,
label.
man. Come on, man.
Who is this
Well,
guy?
come on, man. Product placement. Come on, man.
All right, let's jump into it. So, first off, usually I like to do a little wind down, but I had to make me some tea today. Make us some tea.
What you sipping on, bro?
I am drinking pure white tea.
Pure white.
Yeah, my tea supply is getting a little low, so that's what I went with. And he is drinking echinacea.
My boo, echinacea.
Which
I'm drinking that good old echinacea tea.
excellent for immune support.
You know, we all about building family, building business, building our bank account, and building a connection. Why didn't you just pick the cup up?
Babe, it's hot.
It has a handle.
But it's too much going on, okay? Let me do how I'm doing it because he already gave me the rundown before we even got on
You ain't gotta tell
the
him.
screen. Watch all the chords and stuff. Anywho, oh yeah, so that's what we drinking. But
Yes.
all right.
So yeah, family, we're gonna start this episode off. Can you grab the page?
Yeah. Sorry.
We're gonna start this this episode off with a couple of announcements. First announcement is our Lovers Day boxes.
Yes.
Lovers Day boxes.
Let me go ahead and grab those.
And please watch every cord in your way.
Yes, chef.
So as we told you guys last week, we have our Valentine's Day boxes, and we like to call them Lovers Day. Lovers Day bundles. This year we have 3 different bundles you can get. Each box comes with a candle, shea butter, a gold wine stopper, because we all go with everything, and then a complimentary champagne flute. Champagne flute.
Yes.
So it's all a matter of which box you want to get that special someone.
Yes.
So what's in that first one?
Let me show y'all what we got for our first Lover's Day bundle. This is the Bubbly Nights box. Yes. And very important to note, these are limited supply. We only have a certain supply because we got to make sure they get to you guys by Lover's Day. So please get in your pre-orders if you are interested before they are gone. Click the link in the bio for the Etsy shop. Okay. Bubbly Nights box.
This is the Bubbly Nights box that you can see. And if you can't see, we have the shampoo. Girl.
Let me do the show and tell, because I'm excited about these. Okay, champagne flutes. So you can get that bubbly for your lovers. Or wine. I'm telling you, everybody drinks some sort of wine at some point, so that'll be great. And wine is perfect for Lover's Day, is it not? I know it is. Bubbly Nights candle, lavender and vanilla, my absolute favorite scent. I'm not gonna stop saying it because it is. So you're gonna keep hearing about it. And then our 100% whipped shea butter too. My thoughts were, is a massage not the greatest way to show love? And you gotta stay hydrated. That means keep your skin hydrated too. So that's the Bubbly Nights. It comes with shea butter. We only have one scent of the shea butter, but we will branch out as time goes on.
For sure.
So in our Piece of My Love box,
these nachos good.
all the same things, except you'll get our Piece of My Love candle, which is our newest scent. It's in mahogany, shea, and amaretto.
Mahogany, shea, amaretto. Yes.
So it pairs really well with the shea butter because we don't have very much fragrance in the shea butter, although they're completely clean and safe fragrances. We just didn't want to overpower the natural components of it. We didn't want to compromise the natural raw ingredients. So
so don't worry. If you love shea butter and you're nervous about the fragrance we put in it, don't worry. It's really just a spit of fragrance. You know what I mean? It still has that natural shea butter texture, that natural shea butter smell.
yeah.
And it's nothing in it that will harm your skin. We promise.
Yes. And then last but not least.
Yeah. So I was about to ask you. So what do we do if we want like both candles?
We have the Ultimate Lovers box that has the new scent as well as the Bubbly Nights. So my thoughts with this one, Bubbly Nights was literally crafted for like bath night, so I was just thinking about, even if you're not pampering with a loved one, pamper yourself, cleanse yourself, like showering or bathing is my favorite thinking space too. So it's got everything you need for some loving, whether it's with somebody else or with yourself. And I encourage both.
Word up. So I think one thing we failed to mention was, how much do these motherfuckers cost?
Oh, true shit. Okay. The first
The
two.
Bubbly Nights box. And
Bubbly Nights, $35. That includes the Bubbly Nights candle, whipped shea butter, wine key, complimentary champagne flute. Peace of My Love box, $35. Peace of My Love candle, whipped shea butter, wine key, and wine stopper and champagne flute. And then the Ultimate box has both of those candles and everything else for $45.
For only $10 more.
Yeah, so just be on the lookout. We're gonna be keeping you guys informed about that. Again, limited supply. We want to make sure we get this out to everybody in time. So get on it. And
Yes.
as always, the link is in the bio.
Yes.
Or feel free to reach out to us if you have questions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if just DM us. If
Yeah.
you're on here and don't really feel like clicking the link, just DM us.
Yeah.
Or if you have our number, text us, call us, do something.
Hello.
So yeah, that's our Lovers Day bundle announcement. Let's get into the next announcement, which is our scent of the week.
Yes.
If you joined us guys from episode 1, we've been doing scents of the week, or episode 2. It was episode 2, I think. 'Cause we only had 2.
Yeah. We did start that.
So since episode 2, we have done scent of the week, where we highlight one of our candles and we place it at a discounted price. But that does not mean the quality is discounted. The quality still remains the same. We just want to offer it to you guys at a discounted price.
Yeah, for our appreciation for y'all engaging with us.
For sure. So I think our first week was Bubbly Nights. And then last week's scent of the week was something. And this week is one of her favorites, and we sticking with the theme, all gold, everything, all out of my time. This week is Sunday's Soul. Sunday's Soul.
Don't forget about
that. That was not even recording. It stopped.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm like, we'll get it right.
Yeah.
But Sunday's Soul, which is a sugared lemon and sage. Clearly, we love sage because clearly we like to sanctify and clear out all that negative energy.
I don't play with it. Keep that thing on me.
So this is a sugared lemon and sage. This is great for not just a Sunday, but a Saturday if you're cleaning. Any day if you want to just purify and freshify your home, definitely. So after this episode, we are going to put out the promo code on our page. Make sure you're following us on all social media handles at Leyland Candles. Subscribe to our YouTube. Follow us and like us on Facebook. All that good razzmatazz.
All that.
So if you're just joining us, we just talked about our Valentine's Day boxes. We just unveiled our scent of the week, which is Sunday Soul. Next announcement that I want to announce. We do have a couple of pop-ups coming up, right?
Yes.
Pop-up shops, right? So more information to come soon. It's going to be, the date is February 6th. I think the time is from 10 to 2. Yeah, so February 6th from 10 to 2. We have a pop-up shop here in the Richmond area. After this episode, we will have all of that information available to you and for you. But definitely come out and kick it with us, man. I think we just talked about it. I think we're going to actually, depending on the crowd and depending on, the traffic, I think we're going to have Layla and Lennox with us as well. So even if you don't come by and buy a candle or support us, just come by and support us by seeing the girls or seeing us, you know what I mean? I think we're going to make that a family move because these girls are walking now. And,
they can hang.
Yeah, they can hang for sure.
They can.
They ain't playing no more.
We'll see though. No promises on that part, but.
No promises. But if y'all were trout and I was a fisherman, that was some bait. To get y'all to come out.
I see what you did there.
See what I did there.
Yes.
Shout out to my mug that my boo got me from Target, right? Target?
Yes.
It says, I know it's backwards, but it says hashtag dad life, hashtag dad bod, hashtag dad jokes. Alright, listen, I got rid of the dad bod because that shit was getting crazy. That shit was getting wild.
Oh, this guy.
Listen, y'all, my average weight, I promise you, my average weight is like 165 to 170. I never went over 165, 170. Yeah, I'm a small nigga and I still beat your ass. 160. I would look. My weight 165, 170. When we were pregnant, and months after that, I had got up to 185, 190.
I'm so glad you said that. Rewind. Tell the DJ rewind. We were pregnant.
We were pregnant. I gave in when, she had all of her little sweet cravings and late night pickles and fried ice cream run and shit. I caved in and gave in to
I never had a pickle crave. I take that back.
Yeah,
but I didn't ever put you
shit.
on a pickle run. The weirdest thing I ate was chocolate chip cookies and pickles, but it wasn't like combined. I just had them down in the same sitting.
Nah. That shit was crazy. I gained hella weight while we was pregnant. So.
We was pregnant. You supposed to.
I know, but I was just felt so slutty. I felt so bad. Man. Looked like a little.
Well, I still appreciate the dad bod that you have now. You fine as fuck.
For sure. Believe that. So what's next?
Book highlight.
Get into our book highlight.
And I'm actually gonna take it away this week.
Yes, man. Take it away.
Yeah. So
before you get into that, let me read this shit on my tea bag. I was reading it when you were doing the boxes, and I thought it was interesting.
What's it say?
It says one thorn of experience is worth a whole wilderness of warning. I'll read that again for the people in the front. One thorn of experience is worth a whole wilderness of warning. So,
what's that mean to you?
To me, it just means, nigga, before you got into the situation, there was shit that you need to pay attention to that you didn't pay attention to. So don't be crying that you got stuck with a thorn when you walked past 100 roses.
Bless you. Thank you.
Yeah, that just means to me, like, you can't get mad at one thorn in a rose when you walk through a whole botanical garden of roses.
When you first read it, I didn't really know how to interpret it. That makes perfect sense though.
Yeah. Like one thorn came with a whole wilderness and a whole forest of warnings. We're just stupid.
Chill out. Speak for yourself.
Y'all. We're not stupid, guys. I love you guys.
Yes.
I feel another freestyle coming in. Who we got this thing?
Oh my god, of course. I found it.
Sam and Mrs. D.
Hey y'all. Hey girl.
Yeah. So we get into our book highlight every week. We get a book, and we love to highlight in our books, and for later reflection and reference. So this week I let Booger Sugar take it away, and she wants to do something from her book.
Yeah,
that she's currently reading. So take it away.
This book that I'm highlighting this week, of course it's backwards, but it's called Women Who Run with the Wolves. And I actually learned about this book from one of my favorite podcasts, I want to say. Yeah, it was like...
What podcast is that?
The Friend Zone. That's the one podcast I listen to faithfully. I have a few others that I listen to regularly, but they get all my plays. But it was years ago too, and I was so intrigued with how they talked about the book, and I did some research on my own. I even put it on my vision board that I wanted to read this book. So it's been a few months since I've been reading it. I got a really small paperback. I usually like the hard covers, so not the easiest read per se, and it is about 500 pages, but worth it. Full of information, especially for any ladies who are looking for a good book to read. But I'm gonna let you know right now, when you start it, you'll be like, what? It's very philosophical, so the language is a little bit hard to digest at first, but once you get into it, you'll be glad you did. And my advice is, if you read this book, just don't rush yourself. Take it in little by little. There's always going to be something to gain from it. But normally we like flip through and pick a highlight, but he highlights in his books like religiously. Like every other page at least has highlights. I don't really highlight too much. So out of the like 200 pages I've read, I have like maybe 6 to 10 highlights. So I'm just going to pick one that I thought would be good to talk about. And this one is from chapter 2, and the chapter is called Hunting, When the Heart is a Lonely Hunter. So the quote that I am choosing today says, when a life is too controlled, there becomes less and less life to control. What you say, babe? Say it again for the ones in the front, right? When a life is too controlled, there becomes less and less life to control. So
when a life is too controlled, there becomes less life to control.
Yes. And that stood out to me because I am very comfortable in situations that I feel I can control. So, you know, I tend to err on the side of caution, if you will, with a lot of things because I want to feel that sense of control. And that's great. And I think it's a great attribute to have, but also it can go very wrong. You start to live less and less because you're so focused on trying to control things. And at the end of the day, there ain't nothing in this world you can control except yourself. So that's why that one
yeah, I think that's where a lot of people be having it fucked up too.
Yeah.
They try, like you said, they try to control everybody else and everything else. Bro, at the end of the day, you can't control a motherfucker.
Exactly. Like, I'm glad you brought that into people too, because it's not just about like places and things. People like to try to control people.
You're not going to control somebody. People at the end of the day are going to do what they want to do. You know what I mean? And if they love you enough and they respect you enough, then it'll show in their actions, and they'll, you know, eventually do, you know, what you want them to do. But you can't make somebody do it. You know what I mean? I always tell you all the time, like, one of my favorite quotes to use for this is like, it's not your job to save them. It's your job to love them. Yes. And I feel like I said that on the last podcast or the podcast before. I hate to say podcast, but
I couldn't tell you, but you do say it frequently, and I appreciate that. That's something I like to hear.
You can't save people; you just love them. But going back to the control factor, you know, last year was a fucked up year for a lot of people. Yeah. And one of the things, last year was the first year that I didn't really make any New Year's resolutions. Yeah. Like, I didn't really set any major goals. It was like the first year I concentrated on like, I got like 3 words in my mind that I focused on. And I remember one of my words was control. It was balance, control, and strength. Yeah. And I feel like without control, you won't have balance or strength. Yeah. And control, you know, when I told myself this, it was, okay, I want to have the ability to control what I can control. But I also want to have the ability to stay in control of my emotions, my mental, all of that when shit seems out of control. Yes. So it's not that I'm trying to change or control what's around me.
Mm-hmm.
I have to have the ability to control myself when shit is going crazy out here. And you know, I think that's the age we're living in from this moment on. Is crazy shit is gonna continue to happen, but who's gonna have the strength, the willpower to control their shit?
Mm-hmm.
Because it only takes 1 second to lose your shit.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So. It's news. You seen that?
Yeah. But Yes. I think that also stood out to me because, like I said, I really don't do too much highlighting when I read. So the things that I do highlight really hit me, and I think another thing that popped into my head when thinking about it was, and you know this about me, I feel like I do a great job at controlling myself in the difficult times, but it's very minor and small things that really like trigger me and kind of set me off.
Yeah, bro, you get on my nerves with that shit. You would literally like go through the worst day possible and then come home and I leave my drawers on the sink and you snapping at me like, bro, what?
Okay.
Like, what? Why are you really mad at me? And then you be like, I'm sorry, man, like, everything's a hard day. Which is cool. Like, I want you to be able to vent to me and, you know, tell me about your shit. But you ain't gotta get mad at me. Like, what?
I know. I learned that about myself when I was working in restaurants, when I was like bartending and serving and stuff. Mm-hmm. Like, you don't even understand how crazy that kind of work can get when it's like a Saturday pre-COVID, a Saturday brunch out on a patio on like a 80-degree breezy June day, booming, and then it'd be like I knock over a water when I'm dumping the dishes and lose my shit. I was like, okay, you have like 2 20 tops and 5 other single tops. Why are you I learned that about myself early. So that's when I started to realize you can't control everything. So why are you trying to and drive yourself crazy that way?
Anyway, like to lock me out of social media in 5 minutes.
What?
And you're not. It's my screen time.
Oh, your bedtime alarm.
No, not my bedtime. It's
I know.
My screen time.
I know what you mean. I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is the book highlight this week from
it's called Women
Who Run with Wolves, and it's by Clarissa Pinkola Estes, PhD. Yeah. There's a little bit of Spanish in there, but she translates anytime she uses it. It's a really great book though, targeted towards women and just being mindful of yourself and your power, but also great for anyone else who wants to read it because women are the source. The feminine energy is the source of the universe. So it's something that I think everybody needs to be privy to and knowledgeable about. The end.
Yeah. Whoa. Sitting here with a gold mic. I'm feeling all right. Yeah. Got the tea to my right. Yeah. I'ma hit it all night. Yeah.
Hey.
Whoa. Get the book highlights. Whoa. Yeah. With the fucking green light. Whoa.
I told y'all he nice a little bit.
I'm not nice. What else we got on our agenda? We got what else we got? Was that it?
Yeah.
As far as on the paper, I know I wanted to.
We gotta go into the topic.
Yeah. I wanted to bring up a topic. I want to bring up a topic about a lot of things, really, but it all stems from one of the many phone calls from my little brother. Shout out Uncle Tay.
Oh yes. Give me the topic.
So I hope he doesn't mind me sharing this. It's not, hate. It's just, you gave me motivation to have this conversation
Look at that. That's a bar right there. He can't help himself.
What I say?
Motivation for conversation.
Oh my God.
Ooh. That's what they do at the rap battles. Ooh. I went to one rap battle. I would never do no shit like that again.
But that shit smell like. But I can.
That ain't my seed. That's exactly what it felt like.
But no, my brother called me one day, and we was talking about Kyrie Irving, and his whole situation with the Brooklyn Nets and how Kyrie apparently had disappeared from the team. He missed like 7 games, and basically the media was saying he wasn't in contact with his team, he wasn't in contact with his teammates, like nobody really knew why he was taking time off. And me and my brother, we have gotten to the age where we can have debates, and really defend each other's personal perspectives, right? So my brother was on some shit like, Kyrie doesn't have, what is he doing? Basically, like, yo, you can't do that. Like, you get paid millions of dollars, this, that, and the third. Like, you have to. His whole premise was, yeah, you gotta say something. Like, why?
Like, he owes them an explanation.
Like, why? You gotta say something. It's cool that you take the time off, but you gotta say something.
Yeah. And
my whole stance was that, with what all the shit that's going on in the world, like, I can't be mad at a grown man for being like, yo, I need a couple days off, and I don't have to tell you why I'm taking a couple days off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was my whole thing, and I was standing on the premise, and I guess this is the foundation of what I want to speak about, but I was standing on the premise of how, the media can control the narrative of things, right? Mm-hmm. And I was standing on that premise because, number one, we don't know, with everything going on in the world, we don't know what the fuck Kyrie has going on.
Yeah.
Like, this man makes millions of dollars. Like, we don't know what is going on in his head. Shit, yeah. I don't think. Look, told you. All right, we back.
Uh-huh.
I don't make an ounce of what Kyrie Irving makes, and there'd be some days where I just be like, yo, I'm not doing it today.
Right.
I don't need to tell anybody why I'm not doing it today. Just leave me the fuck alone. Right? And it's alarming to me, in 2021, how people are still putting 100% of their trust in the media, right? Like, they control, the media is what we see.
Yeah.
But also media is what we don't see or hear, right? Mm-hmm. Like, they can filter out all that shit how they want to, you know what I mean? Like,
okay, so let's talk about the facts then here. Media bullshit aside.
Okay.
Poor media reporting aside. What are the facts here in this situation?
The facts to the Kyrie, talking about the Kyrie situation specifically?
Yes.
So the facts are that he did not play 7 games.
Okay.
The facts are when he came back and did a press conference on his first day back, the facts are he said, yo, with everything that's going on, I needed a mental break. And he basically said, like, I felt like I owed no one an explanation for why.
Okay.
Those are the facts.
Okay. So, in saying that he didn't owe anyone an explanation, are the facts also his teammates were unaware of the leave and the organization were unaware of his leave?
Well, they knew the nigga was gone.
Right, but okay, facts.
Yeah, they knew the nigga was gone.
But he wasn't really.
Yeah.
communicating why.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that statement is according to the media.
Okay,
I know,
so
like,
that
his
one
coaches
may
just
not
said
be fully factual.
Yeah, his coaches said at one point, like, hey, like, I haven't heard from him.
Yeah.
But, you know, yeah.
Okay. So because I'm not super privy to the whole conversation with Kyrie, but from the facts that I'm hearing and I'm giving what I've heard also in the media, I can kind of empathize with his teammates and his organization though, because I'm not choosing sides here. I'm saying I can empathize with them thinking about the facts of the situation because he's a major player. He plays a big role and people do depend on him in that organization. So knowing that you're in that role of leadership, it's kind of expected of you to do those things, but also I say I'm not choosing sides because if I'm thinking about if I was in his position, he really don't owe them an explanation. He doesn't. And sometimes he may not even have an explanation. If he's telling y'all he needed a mental break, that is an explanation enough.
All right, so let me ask you this: if you dating a nigga, right?
I know where this going. Come on.
if you dating a guy, right? And you know he's like, you know, the best nigga you ever had, right? Oh, let's just call him me.
If you want to go there, go ahead.
Oh my God, I'm not gonna do it.
No, come on, you already started. Let it all.
If you dating a guy and he says, like, he just leaves the house for let's not even say 7 days, let's say 2 days, and he comes back, and when he comes back, he tells you, like, yo, I need a mental break. I just needed a mental break. I need to get away. Like, that's what I need to do. I mean, like, not okay. Not okay. Not okay. And when you chop it up like that, that's the trouble that I'm having with completely siding with Kyrie, because it's a very big step, and I would even call it a breakthrough for somebody to recognize that their mental their mental health is that compromised where they need to take a break. That's a big deal. That's amazing. That's great. But you should be able to communicate that to people that depend and rely on you. So if you're making that comparison, which I think is an accurate comparison, like in personal relationships, but also in work, yes, you need to communicate that with somebody. And I think him saying that he needed a mental break is explanation enough. He doesn't have to go into depth and say, like, you know, I'm dealing with this, or I'm dealing with a breakup, or a family member's going. You don't got to do all that. I feel like just communicating you need a mental break is explanation enough, but there needs to be something. And that's why I don't really want to pick sides, because I don't feel like we do know all the facts. But I will say that I feel like Kyrie I think he needed to take that extra step, if he did not, because I don't know the whole situation, to communicate that to his work and the players that rely and depend on him. Because it's funny, and this popped up in my head. I saw a tweet going around online. It went viral. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. What is viral? Some K. Anyway. But the tweet was, like, basically, it's a big deal how I can hold myself back from snapping on people like how I want to. And when I read that, my thoughts were what matched the quoted tweet. And they were like, yeah, that's great for you to be able to do, but how about being able to communicate why you want to snap? Being able to appropriately communicate the issue. Because what good is that doing, you holding that in?
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's good when people recognize that step and they can have that sort of self-control. It's good that Kyrie could, yes, but he has a bigger duty to communicate that to people. And no, you don't owe them an explanation in the sense of the details, but
I need to step away. I need to step aside. My mental ain't right.
I wouldn't leave my job for a week. I don't care how much money I'm making without letting people know. But I also make it a point to align myself in work with people and places that I know work well for me. So I feel comfortable communicating that to my supervisors or my owner. Like, I need a mental health break.
Yeah. Because that could have been all bad for Kyrie. They could have terminated his contract like, nigga, bye.
Exactly.
Yeah. But it's also wild how in 2021 though we still forget that celebrities and entertainers are human. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, they're human. They have emotions. They have families. They have feelings. They have all of this shit to deal with outside of the TV screen.
Exactly.
And outside of your phone screen.
Yep.
Like, that's one thing we can't forget, man. Like, especially like with all of just the celebrities and entertainers that's been taken away from us recently, like, that goes to show you, like, they're human. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
They can perish as well. Their physical bodies can perish. So just, remember, man, athletes and entertainers and celebrities and all of these people that you see on your phone screens, they are human too.
Yep.
And, just remember that before we try to be all up in their tea and all up in their business and all that shit.
And talking crazy to people online too. Why y'all be rude to these celebrities like that? That's not nice.
Stop doing that.
You shouldn't be putting that energy out there.
Stop doing that. Y'all be looking. Thank you for saying that, because this is something I've been wanting to say for a while.
That bothers
y'all
me.
Niggas really be letting people on social media get y'all mad?
Yeah.
Like, we have to stop that, man. Like, just stop that.
Yeah.
And I hate to say that, because I be getting mad at the people that be getting mad at people. I be getting mad at them for getting mad. Like, what are you mad for?
Yeah, literally. And if you can't control that, learn to know how to control your consumption.
I was just about to say that. Like, that shows me that you just be on social media too much.
Yeah.
If you are allowing a person, you're not even mad at the person, you mad at Wi-Fi. Yeah, at the end of the day, you mad because that person got Wi-Fi and they can say this. So you're not mad at the person, you mad at the Wi-Fi that's providing them.
They mad at the providers.
Yeah, I'm mad at Verizon. Talking about, you know what I mean? Like, stop getting mad at people on social media. Why? You can disagree with something someone says and keep it moving.
Yeah.
You don't have to speak on everything. You don't have to make everything a big deal. Like, just take everything with a grain of salt, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
and that goes back to the highlight. Worry about the things you can control.
Yes. Worry about the things you can control.
You can't control Twitter fingers over there who want to get crazy.
Not at all.
But you can turn that damn phone off or close the app.
Yes.
Or block them. Whatever, feel is your ministry. Do it.
Well, all right, y'all. It's approaching an hour.
Yep.
And I think that's our time for the night, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, we discussed our Valentine's Day boxes. All that information is on our page.
Limited supply.
Follow us on all social media handles so you can catch all of that. Follow us, Leyland Candles on everything.
Yes, sir.
We talked about our scent of the week, which is Sunday Soul. After this episode, this scent right here will be 15% off. So be looking for the promo code for that. We talked about our pop-up shop that's coming up soon on February the 6th.
Yes, I can't wait to hit the streets.
Be on the lookout for that information. And you good?
I'm good.
I'm straight.
Always a pleasure talking with y'all. We'll see y'all next week and all in between.
I'm Jamal.
Jasmine.
And that was the Candle Couple Convo.
Yes, episode 4.
Peace.
Bye, y'all.